as this is election day, we have a special guest on with us. We want to go live to our guest, and this is State Senator Vin Gopal of New Jersey's 11th Legislative District. The senator is a Democrat. I'm sure you loved the verbiage I just used, speaking about our state attorney general. Not exactly one of my favorite people. He is. You're one of my favorite people, not him. I like you a lot, sir. So just pretend you didn't hear what I just said. This is election day, Senator. It's good to have you on. I'm sure you're very, very busy. So tell us how the campaigns have resonated with voters. What have you heard from your constituents at this point, sir?
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me on. Look, as the chair of Mikey's campaign, I think she's going to win, and I think that we've created a pretty big firewall of vote by mail and early votes. I think the Republicans still have a long way to go on catching up on vote by mail. There's just a lot of folks who may get sick or go on vacation, and I think that's something that the Republicans have really had trouble on.
Yeah. I'm with you. And excuse me, we're both hearing glitches. Pam, I just want to let Pam, our director, know every time you hit the button, Pam, we're both hearing it. So just to give you that heads up. Um, but Senator, and you're 100% right on that. I think the Republicans, they still don't get the message that voting early is not a bad thing. It is a good thing. Get out
Right.
there and vote early. It's good for Republicans, Democrats, Independents, because anything, as you said, could happen on election day. Anything. Your dog could bark and make you stay home. Anything can happen. With just a few hours left, what would we or what should we know about the direction that New Jersey is heading? And what's your sense of where things stand? That you see the strong groundswell of support for Congresswoman Cheryl, certainly. But do you feel that if she gets in now as governor, she will be able to make, say, for instance, the energy changes that she wants with the current state assembly and Senate?
Yeah, I think so. I think she is not Phil Murphy. She's her own person. I think that both sides today are going to really spend a lot of time trying to bring out their supporters, bring out their base, see how turnout goes. I think Jack's challenge has been he's kind of in this weird spot where he's really embraced Trump, but he hasn't really brought him in yet, and that's kind of been the puzzling thing why he hasn't brought in Trump to rally, because for his path to win, he's got to get those presidential voters that came out in 2024 that helped him. Trump did better than any Republican candidate for president we've had in New Jersey in quite a long time. I don't see in the data those people voting, and I think that Trump's maybe the only one who can get them out. So that's been a little challenging. I haven't fully understood the Chitterelli playbook. Like they're either you go the bipartisan route or you go the full MAGA route, and he seems like he's 75% the MAGA route. So I don't know if he can pull these people out. We're going to find out tonight. But I know on our team, on the Mikey side, we have really put a good coalition together of Democrats, Republicans, Independents. We've got a lot of veterans groups that have been supportive, and I think we're in a really good spot going into tonight.
Yeah, Senator, it's interesting you say that because, and I think honestly, if you look at the numbers, President Trump is underwater. His popularity in the state of New Jersey, it's 53 against 47 for. And I bet you had it been the opposite, had he been 53 in terms of popularity as opposed to 47, I bet you would have seen a Jack Chitterelli walking around with him. In fact, when he was directly questioned about that on Fox News Channel, he kind of skated the issue. They asked him directly, would you want President Trump to come campaign for you? And he said, well, we did a telecampaign. Well, it's not quite the same thing. So
No.
yeah, he definitely skated around that
I mean,
issue.
look,
Yeah,
if he brought Trump in here, Trump had a lot of people in Wildwood. If he brought him in here for rallies, I mean, it's not about the popularity. It's about Trump has very key voters that are Trump voters, and I don't see them coming out yet. We're going to find out if they do tonight. I think they could have done a lot more on that. So it was more of a surprise. But we see these. He's got Trump is not like any other politician. He has his own following. It's not and no other time in our history do we see people walking around with "Make America Great" hats and Trump shirts, and we've never seen that with Obama or Clinton or Bush or anybody else. So that's why it's going to be interesting to see if those people show up today.
Senator, only because we're out of time, we got to jump here. But I appreciate you coming on this very busy day. Happy Election Day. Everybody get out and vote. New Jersey State Senator Vin Gopal. Thanks for coming on
Thank you
today.
so much.